If it's a whole shot, he can get it to you right now. But it's still
Way to the attitude, like on day one.
he has a nice, pretty arm on him. I wish I had an arm like that, but it's nice to have a guy back there like that. That not downgrading the guys that we had last year, but to finally, I guess, have somebody back there like that, it's a good feeling.
And being one of the old guys on the team, as you go into this season, how do you look at the expectations people have for you? I mean, the fan base, that's pretty crazy about what they think. Now, preseason poll, not so much, but
Yeah.
I don't know which one you believe more.
To be honest, man, I really don't. I don't really pay attention to that. I just, like you said, as an old guy, I just try to make sure I go out there and do the best I can to better myself and to better the team. Try to make sure as a team that we're all on the same page in the receiver room. Make sure we all learn the same thing so we can all learn it and put it down on the field. As far as the young guys, trying to stand their ear, give them tips and little ideas of what I've been through. And like I said, I've been through a tough couple years. So, just trying to get them on and tell them some little kinks and how to run routes and how to run it this way and how this can get you open. Just making sure that we all on the same page where we can all help the team out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Great job.
Appreciate
it, buddy. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Josh, you're coming off a really great year last year. Just describe the level of expectation you have for yourself coming into this year.
Just going out there and doing the best I can for myself and the ways I can help the team out.
How close were you to leaving last year?
It was a pretty tough decision, but I prayed about it every day, and I would say it was about 50-50, but just coming off the season that I had last year, coming back, I knew that would benefit me more in the long run. So that ultimately resulted in my decision.
Was that the biggest factor, or were there some other factors in there too that kind of brought you back here?
Family. Like I said, I got my little daughter now, so just I would have beaten myself up if I just went to the league and potentially, you never know what happens, got cut, and then now, what do I do now? You know what I'm saying? So now, coming back to college, being able to play without getting cut from a team, have to worry about that, putting all I got on the field to potentially, better my chances to, staying in the league longer.
How much has being a father changed your perspective? I was talking with your OC a second ago, and he was saying that over the past half year, you've grown as a not only just an athlete, but also as just a person from being a father.
Oh yeah, my daughter, she's about to be 8 months, and what is it, the 4th? She's about to be 8 months and 3 days. So just setting the standard for myself and her. She learns and grows every day. So I would hate to paint a bad picture for her if I'm like a knucklehead out here and doing the wrong things, not setting the standard for myself and expectations. So just having a kid, it changes a lot. It does change a lot, and I'm very thankful for it.
What's her name?
Jenna.
Jenna. How's that spelled?
Jennah.
Jennah.
What's your relationship like with Spencer, and how has that kind of grown over the last few months?
Me and Spence, it's not like, how him and Austin came from the same school. We tend to get up with each other, catch passes and make sure we have our connection down. But it's one of those relationships where he see me out there and I see him and we give each other a look. We already know we're on the same page. It's more so that Spencer's a busy guy, and I'm pretty busy myself, handling things back home. But we have a pretty close relationship.
How has he sort of grown as a quarterback since he's gotten here, you think?
Since he's gotten here, he's just been, level-headed. Like I said, me personally, I never judged the book by a cover. From all the noise hearing from him, coming from Oklahoma. But definitely since he's been here, it's pretty much just been, level-headed, grind, day in, day out, showing up to work every day. And, doing what he got to do.
You embrace that role as kind of being that go-to wide receiver this year. I mean, you were last year, right? But now that you're back, I mean, the expectations are through the roof for you now. You know.
Yeah. Like I say, I give all glory to God because just last year, nobody in the world, was looking at me to be the go-to guy, or looking at none of us in that receiver room to even do anything. So being able to put the season I did down last year, it's a blessing. And like I said, I just want to go out there and do the best I can this year.